Yo, what is up everybody? ZanZEpicKidd here, back again with yet another Hetagame made for the Pick Your Poison game jam that happened recently, and it's called A Birthday Ball. This was actually made on ren'py, and it is up for download on DeviantArt. This was created by a team consisting of Mashup, Mist, and Bri. BRI. You can actually see the credits around here. Mashup's the writer and the sprite artist. Mist is the programmer, background, and CG artist. And Bri focused on the GUI, the main menu, and the game menu. And the stuff's pretty cool. And supposedly this is about Seborga and Seychelles, and it takes place within the Cardverse, a Hetalia alternate universe where all the nations are basically represented by cards and card suits. Like each kingdom is a card suit, so yeah, that's pretty cool. And I decided to whip out this cool looking custom cursor just to get into the mood of this game, so without further ado, let's continue. And start. All of a sudden, we see Feliciano just popping it out of nowhere, and then Marcellino doesn't have any clothes on. And then dang it, my brother always does that hand thing. I don't even know what it means. It just drives me crazy because he keeps doing it. Marcellino. Feliciano? What are you doing here at this hour? It's early even for me. This morning we received a letter from Lovey. We did? What's it say? We cordially invite you to the Princess Michelle's birthday ball. I'm not attending. If you'd let me finish, there's a note from Lovey at the bottom. You better drag Marcellino's sorry ass to this ball. Don't take any excuses from him. So, you're going. Too bad, so sad. But I have to babysit Thorsten. I assume that's Ladonia. No, you don't. What? I already checked with Tino and Barald. You did? That's right, Marcellino. Which means you can't use that excuse again. Excuse? Pff, never. Every time I said I have to babysit, I've had to. Uh-huh. So that's why I saw Thorsten at the Valentine Ball. When I had confirmed with you 5 minutes earlier at the Valentine Festival. Okay, that was one time. I'm a changed man now. Literally, I don't have anything. Uh-huh. That's why I just caught you doing it just now. Come on, Marcellino. I don't understand why you don't like parties. You usually love socializing. You love flirting and stuff. Oh yeah, these are... I could barely read these, but they're actually like settings. Like you could go back, you could check the history of what was said, you can skip text, or just have it auto scroll. You can save right here. You can do quick save, and then there's preferences right here. It's not the socializing that I don't like. It's the stuffy clothes and the dull formal energy everyone holds. No one seems to have fun at these things. Oh, I mean, their definition of fun, it mostly consists of talking and standing around and doing fancy stuff that fancy people do. I don't know. Not to mention the conversations get dull fast because everyone's trying too hard to stay composed. Yes, I do quite like this cake here. Yes, it has a quite salty caramel texture that really adds to the sweetness. I don't know. And then I see like all these gourmet rich people dishes that's just basically one little thing with like some sauce spread out onto the plate just to make it look like there's more stuff on it than there really is. And I'm just like, why? But that doesn't happen. I left the noble life for a reason. I have more freedom as a simple farmer, and I enjoy my life away from those parties. But Lovey wants to see Ooh. Lovey will be busy. He'll probably say hi and then leave me alone. Marcellino, please. You're being extremely difficult. Teenagers, I swear. Okay, well, even if I did want to go, I don't have any clothes besides the ones I work in. I can solve that for you. I really don't have a choice, do I? Nope! Ludwig, Kiko, and I will come by later to take you with us. Ciao! Oh yeah, at least the Jack of Hearts. And Lovino, I assume, is in the Kingdom of Diamonds. Now I am stuck here. In this giant... What am I wearing? What is this bow? Ah, it's choking my neck. Ah. Okay, so I see whoever is here. I love this cake, by the way. It's really nice. Are those pancakes? No, those are plates. But yeah, that's sweet. And then there's those... Ooh, they got this decorations right here in the background. And I see... Okay, so it's like a trio of Belarus, Denmark, and Norway. Which is good. I mean, I'm interested in Denmark x Belarus and Denmark x Norway, so yeah, those three. A++ combo. Oh yeah! I also had Belarus team up with Norway in another Hetagame I made. And then I'm currently wanting to do a remake of. Here's Japan, Germany, Italy. Standing by the alcohol, trying to ignore how stuffy these clothes are. I hate these parties so much. I haven't seen Lovino yet, so why did he make it such a big deal that I had to come? The atmosphere is suffocating, no one is having fun. They're just standing there, talking. No one is letting loose. No one's breaking it down on the floor. Like, what happens sometimes in parties I go to. Especially if my dad's involved, you know? Just some breakdancing and such. This is no fun. I saw King Francis walk up to the front of the ballroom, and the music stopped. Ooh. Welcome, everyone. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming here to celebrate my lovely Princess Michelle. Oh! Oh, she's a princess! Oh yeah, because he's the king. Nice! Actually, yeah, I can see her be more in diamonds rather than spades. But she looked good in clothes from both kingdoms, to be honest. I like her little crown in the dress. Ooh. And like, I like how his coat is just... It's like going from a deep red orange to a pale salmon. That's really nice. I probably should have been looking at the king and listening to what he had to say. But I was looking at the princess. Yas! She was gorgeous and so regal. The way she presented herself. Yeah, it's like one of those scenes where like a girl walks in and then the guy just stops for a moment and just stares at her because she's like, oh, slow motion. I'm a beautiful princess. King Francis was going on about how it was her birthday, and how old she was, and blah blah blah, sentimental father stuff. You know, who the heck cares? But I wasn't focusing on that. I was focusing on her. I could go on and on about how gorgeous she is. That would get repetitive and boring. I wonder if I could talk to her. Probably not, though. It is her party, so she'll probably be going around talking to everyone. But if she goes around talking to everyone, that means she would eventually come over to me. Would it be weird if I asked her to dance? I'm sure it wouldn't be. Yeah, I mean, I wonder how many other people would ask her to dance. Probably there'd be a lot of bachelors who'd try. Are there rules on what's appropriate for nobility turned common folk? I don't know if there's a manual on that. I kinda wish I listened to Grandpa now that I'm freaking out for no apparent reason. Feliciano ended up nudging me with his elbow, snapping me out of my train of thought. Marcellino? Are you okay? Are you oogling another lady? You've been blushing and staring at the same spot for the past few minutes. I mean, I know that the decorations here are nice, but it's kinda a lot. I'm fine, don't worry. He just bumps into him. So, the clothes haven't suffocated you yet? Ah, I see, so he is part of the Kingdom of Diamonds. His clothes sort of match with Feliz. Nice. You aren't going to die. No, Lovey, I'm not dying. Ah, look at your face. It's so red, like a little tomato. Oh, my little baby brother's growing up. Falling in love. Thanks. Luciano and Lovina went on either side of me, both throwing an arm around my shoulders. So why is your face so red, Fratellino? Did someone catch your eye? Wink wink. If that's the case, you know you're supposed to tell us first. I love the noble life for a reason. This is that reason. You too. Hey! I chuckled. Aw. You both know I'm kidding. Unfortunately, I received a playful smack on the back of the head for that one. I'm kidding, I love you both. We love you too. But you aren't getting out of answering our question, even if you have stopped blushing. Who got your eye? No one, don't worry. I'm totally not the guest that this party is meant for. Like the princess of an entire kingdom. I was just hot, that's all. I call it bullshit. Do you think we're that stupid? Maybe. You know, I'm the one with all the brain cells here. Oh my god. Marcellino, you can tell us anything. What if I don't want to? I'm a full-grown adult. What? Didn't Feliciano just say that he was a teenager? Or maybe he's like around 18 or 19. Puh! Listen to him. Thinks he's an adult. Oh, okay. Oh, wait, you're 23? Then why did Feliciano say you were a teenager? Or was that just... Okay. Or was that just him being like, oh my god, kids nowadays, these freaking Zoomers and their fidget spinners and their Fortnite. Lovey, I'm 23. What? No, you're not. You just moved out last week. Not funny, Philly. I'm serious. We'll talk about this later. But I'm serious, guys. No one caught my eye. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna try and enjoy the fancy stuff I usually can't afford. I managed to get myself out of their arms and back away from them. And they disappeared. Honestly, didn't get very far from them because I was already at the alcohol. So I took another glass and walked away to find another thing to do. I appreciate talking to my brothers, especially Lovey, since I see him only a few times a year. But was the teasing necessary? Yeah, you're like the youngest. You know, it's the duty of the older siblings to annoy them to no end. I'm an adult, a capable one at that. I have a stable job and I haven't had to crawl back to them once. Heck, really can't remember when I left. I think his age is getting to him. Lovey didn't even correct him. So does he even remember? Ugh, older brothers. I love them, but they can be so annoying. Excuse-moi. Are you doing alright? I looked up and I saw the princess standing before me. You've been glaring at your drink and I just wanted to make sure you were doing alright. Oh, Michelle! My daughter! Oh, yes, I am alright. Just family stuff. I don't want to bore you. You know, family drama llamas. Ah, I see. Is there any way I could help or... No, it's your birthday. Besides, this is a normal occurrence. An annoying one, but normal. It's a family tradition, if you say so. I'm sorry if my sour mood disrupted you in any way. I bowed to her, taking her hand and kissing it softly. She giggled at the gesture.
Don't say that. I just wanted to make sure everyone was having a good time.
That's very kind of you. But I'm alright, don't worry. She gave a curt nod, but didn't walk away. She stayed by me and continued looking at me.
What is your name?
My name is Marcellino Vargas.
You're a Vargas?
Unfortunately. I mean, if the girl didn't give you a hint, then I don't know. She giggled at the fake disappointment.
I should have been able to tell. My name is Michelle. It's a pleasure to meet you, Marcellino.
The pleasure's all mine.
Do you have anyone you are spending time with tonight?
Not particularly. I mean, there's my brothers, but you know. I don't really want to go back to my brothers. What about you?
Well, I could make another round with the guests if I wanted to. Or I could try and talk to my friends from other kingdoms. But see your partners and don't see each other often, so they're dancing together and I don't want to interrupt them.
Oh, I see. Is he trying to drop hints that she wants to spend tonight with me? Wink wink? Is that what she's doing? Maybe. Why don't we keep each other company?
You mean it?
Of course! I'm sure tonight will be enjoyable with you keeping me company. She grinned at me.
Aww!
Yeah, she took the initiative, yeah! Well, he did, but like, she was like, yeah, I'm interested. Music changed and I saw Michelle's face light up.
This is my favorite song.
Really?
My mother used to hum it to me.
Why don't you go dance to it?
It's difficult to dance without a partner.
No, it's not difficult at all. I do it a lot. She looked at me expectantly. At the prom slow dance, I was with 2 other friends and then we were just in a circle. I chuckled and held out my hand to her. May I have this dance, princess?
Yes, you may.
Hey! Ah, sweet! She placed her hand in mine, pulling us towards the center. I put an arm around her and began to dance with her. Aww. I like the colors a lot. Let me see these pairings. Of course there's Belarus, Norway, and Denmark. I'm not sure who that... Yeah, I'm not sure who these 2 are. I think that's... Nudge. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell over here. But... Maybe Monaco and China, I think? And of course that would be Austria and Hungary. I could hear Michelle hum the song as we danced, a smile never leaving her face. I couldn't help but smiling at her as the song kept playing. I twirled her and she giggled.
You're pretty good at this.
I'm glad I didn't forget everything I learned. She giggled. She giggled as I twirled her again.
Me too.
She went back to humming. We kept the pace of the energetic waltz. Sweet. As the song progressed, Michelle's smile grew into more of a grin as she continued to enjoy herself. At the end of the song, I dipped her. It didn't entirely fit, but I wanted to. I looked down at her. She was grinning and looked adorable. She seemed like she really enjoyed herself. I helped her stand up straight again and smiled at her.
That was fun!
I'm glad you had so much fun. Is there anything you'd like to do now? She thought for a moment.
Want to leave?
What?
As in, leave the ballroom and go outside. It'll be quieter out there and not as hot and stuffy. There's a nice summer breeze out tonight. So what do you say?
That sounds wonderful! She took my hand, leading me out of the ballroom to the garden. Oh! Ooh, flowers! I see there's some blue ones right there. They look like, let's see. They look like blue roses or something. Yeah, they all look like roses. Oh, there's... And I assume those are lavenders over there to the bottom right? Wait. Let's see if I could, Could I hide it? Oh, okay. I just press H to hide the text box. So yeah. Yeah, these are some nice looking flowers over here. And a fountain, yes. I'm not sure what those are. They might look like camellias? Or carnations. I don't know. Those are definitely roses. Those, I don't know. I'm not sure about them. Bluebells? I don't think they're bluebells, but... Let's move on. Wow! The garden is beautiful! It's making me sparkle! By how beautiful it is!
Isn't it? I enjoy spending time out here when I can.
Are you someone who enjoys the outdoors?
Yes. Do you?
I'm a farmer, so I think I would. Yeah, dude, of course you would.
Really? You're a farmer?
Yes, I wanted to become a farmer to provide for people.
Aw, that's very sweet of you.
Well, thank you.
What else can you tell me about yourself?
You're interested in hearing about me? I mean, I just told you I'm a farmer, and now you want to hear more?
Of course! Why wouldn't I be?
I'm not used to people wanting to hear about me. The only people who ever really want to hear about me are 3 12-year-olds.
And 3 12-year-olds?
Yes, their names are Thorsten, Peter, and Y. Oh yeah, apparently she still has her country name. I think usually for human names though, I hear Wendy or Zoe or Izzy. And Charlotte in one game, actually. I babysit Thorsten often. His dad's work in the palace, which is how I even met Thorsten in the first place. I don't really know how to describe Thorsten other than he's a genuinely good kid and I enjoy watching him. The other two I see often are Y and Peter. There are these 2 Joker children that will randomly teleport into my house at times and hang out with me. Ah, I just imagine he's working in the farms and all of a sudden, boom!
Hey! Hey, Marcellino! Can I have some more of your potatoes?
Sure. Well, I don't know why you're asking.
Great. Can I have an apple too?
Okay, be careful, don't take all of them.
I thought there was only one Joker child, and the other was, Gilbert.
Well, I became a Joker through an experiment King Alfred held during the war. Yo, what? Alfred, what the heck?
That's awful.
It was. She's gotten better at just accepting that it happened, but she's terrified of the king. Aw. Oh, poor Pee-Pee. King Alfred, what the frick? Bruh, you're jerking this Cardverse also? Rightfully so. I would be too. Anyway, I enjoy their company though, especially Peter's enthusiasm. Makes my day more enjoyable. And then having Y there to even him out is also nice. She's the one brain cell that we all must share. There's also kids that I only see during the Valentine's festival. I wish they could visit more often, honestly. You know Roderick?
The Jack of Clubs?
Mm-hmm. He has a kid that he brings to the Valentine's festival. The name is Mocha. Kookaboogle's a Mocha? Okay. And they're always drawing in the flower fields while the others make flower crowns. Lastly, there are 2 teenagers who are closer to my age. One of them is Wise brother James and the other's name is Jake. I honestly wish I could see them all often, but I know that traveling is difficult. And the only reason why and Peter do it is because they're jokers. Beside me, Michelle giggled. I'm sorry I started talking your ear off.
No, don't apologize. I honestly thought your rambling was adorable.
Really? Most people seem to get annoyed when I start rambling.
I could have listened to you talk for hours.
You mean that? I still feel bad for rambling. Why don't you tell me about yourself to even it out?
Okay. Let's see. Oh, I've been learning magic ever since Papa married Lily.
You have?
She's a good teacher. I don't think I'll get anywhere close to how good she is, but she says I've been doing really good. She's taught me simple tricks, like making bubbles or small items. Aww.
It sounds really cool.
It is. Learning magic gives me something to look forward to. Oh, wanna use this one story where I almost set the entire garden on fire?
Oh, what? Yes? She started telling the story of the garden mishap, and then ended up telling me a few more.
And then Francis was like, Mon Dieu, my bluebells!
My personal favorite was the story where she made the floor in the halls extremely slippery with bubbles.
Aw, Seychelles.
Yeah, I can see her accidentally doing something like that. Our conversation transitioned into basic chatter, telling each other more stories, and at some point Michelle started telling me gossip. When talking to her, it was easy to lose track of time. We weren't paying attention to where we were going, focusing only on our conversation, and then we landed right in the fountain. Just kidding. We somehow ended up walking to a secluded area with a pond.
Hey, want to see a trick?
Sure. With the flick of her wrist, tiny glowing orbs appeared. Ooh, magical. Look at the magic. Ooh. It looked almost like fireflies. Whoa, that's amazing, Michelle. She grinned at me.
It worked. I've been struggling on that one for a while.
You know, we wandered pretty far from the garden. Should we head back? She looked at me with a mischievous gleam in her eyes.
Why don't we go swimming?
But we have nothing to swim. I heard the rustle from the fabric of Michelle's dress and turned away as quickly as possible. Oh no! What was she doing? This is happening! This is happening! This is happening! Dude, she just wants to go swimming. Why is she stripping? Because she wants to swim and not get her dress wet. I wish I actually listened to what my grandpa said all those years ago now. Does she actually want to go swimming, or was that just a cover? I don't know how to actually date. I've never gotten this far.
Marcellino, you can look, you know. I'm still wearing clothes.
I looked over to her cautiously, and she was, in fact, still wearing clothes. Yeah, she was just... Good going, freaking out, Marcellino. I took a deep breath, calming down. Michelle got into the pond and beckoned me to follow her. I followed her lead, taking my clothes off and getting in after her.
Hey, Marcellino.
Yes? I turned to look at her and was splashed. The water felt refreshing. Sploosh. But I was not going to let this slide. You will not win today. Tsunami! I moved my arm across my body, water following my movement and managing to splash Michelle in the face.
You are so on.
Aw, look at this. Aw. Oh my god, she's Katara! Yes! Waterbending! Aw. She swiped her hand across the surface of the water, aiming for my face. I placed my arms in front of my face. Water followed my movement, creating a small wall of water in front of me.
Hey, that's not fair!
laughed as she desperately tried to get some water to hit me. It is fair, I'm just using my resources! I managed to keep the wall up and use some water from the small waterfall to splash her. I could hear her giggle, but she looked at me and pretended to be mad. You're cheating! No, I just want to win.
You can't win because you have to let me win.
What? Why?
Because it's my birthday!
Honestly, couldn't find a way to refute that logic. I let the wall fall. When it did, it splashed both of us. That's a draw! I covered my face with my arms to stop water from getting my eyes. When I looked again, I didn't see Michelle. Michelle? Roar! Michelle tackled me from behind, making us both go under. I swam back to the surface with Michelle still on my back. I wiped the water from my eyes and looked over my shoulder at her. She looked at me, innocently.
I win!
I smiled softly at how happy she sounded. Yes, you did. Though I don't mind losing to you.
What does that mean?
You're the princess, so I don't mind. I actually don't know. She giggled at my stupidity. God, this is so embarrassing.
It's getting pretty late.
Is it really?
I think so. Would you like to head back?
That would be nice. She got off my back and climbed out of the pond. I got out after her.
Here, let me dry us off.
She twirled her finger and in seconds we were both dry. We both got dressed and made our way back to the palace.
Thank you for hanging out with me tonight, Marcellino.
No, thank you. I enjoyed tonight. Yeah, see, like, some people are cool to hang out with.
I did too.
She looked off to the side. Michelle? She looked back up at me and she kissed my cheek.
Oh, it's so sweet. Oh, her ears are red.
Oh, I like her crown. It's really nice. She reminds me of Belle from Beauty and the Beast, actually. Sweet. Wait, what? Why is she... Does this mean she's into me, or is this just a thank you? Marcellino, how do you not know? I'm so confused.
Well, have a good night, Marcellino.
Yep, she's probably into you. I stood there for a few moments in shock, before turning around only to be met with... Nobody caught your eye, huh? And the princess of all people, you cheeky bastard? That's the end. Aw. Woo! That was a birthday ball. It was a short but sweet little game. Or visual novel. It actually felt, the story itself felt really heartwarming, and we actually got to see characters that aren't seen that often, but are pretty underrated, such as Seborga and Seychelles, and I love them both. They're both awesome characters, so it was great that I got to see them here. And we got to see more Cardverse, which is sweet, because Cardverse is honestly pretty interesting. And I actually love that these two are being focused on. We get to hear more about their backstories and their lives in this universe. And it was pretty refreshing to hear, because usually when there's Cardverse games made, they go for, you know, the big cards, such as like the kings, the queens, the jacks. But here we got to see more of other characters. So that was really good. The art for both the sprites and the CGs, the screenshots, I feel like, and even the UI graphics, I feel like they all worked together pretty well and created a certain specific mood that they were going for. This whole enchanting party and the brightness and peacefulness of a blossoming love. I guess for improvements, I did see there was some grammatical and spelling errors. However, I didn't feel like it detracted too much from the story. I'm just glad that there are more developers and Italia fan game creators who are making more visual novels, because honestly, the visual novel is a medium with such potential for Italia fanworks, and I'm glad that we get to see more of these here. I know there's one other visual novel for the Pick Your Poison Jam, and I'm gonna play that later, but sweet. This is honestly just super sweet. And it was super good. The music I felt really fit with each of the scenes. And yeah, this is really nice. And I'm pretty interested in seeing more stories about these characters and the Cardverse and this kind of new universe that Mist, Mashup, and Bree have created. So great job, you three. Great job. And that was a birthday ball. Yeah, that's it for now. And I'll see you guys in the next game.